To introduce you. Okay, so a few things that we're going to need. Go ahead and explain the tools real quick and the equipment that you're going to need. You're going to need some aluminum foil. And also, I prefer to use the 3M High Strength 90. It's a good spray glue. Works great. So a little bit minor deformation inside, and you're going to need a drill bit. One other thing that I did pick up here, this thing is actually rolling right now, but it is a solar or UV operated turntable. Right, so there ain't even a battery in this thing. I don't think. I didn't even put a battery in it. So yeah, no battery. Sucker's still kind of rolling around there. It's cheap, about 10 bucks. All right, so I'll move on to the actual container. This is a standard orange or blue. It doesn't matter. If you go to the old Harbor Freight, it'll probably be a red one. So it really doesn't matter which 5-gallon bucket that you get. You do want to get the lid with it, and some of these stores, they want you to buy the bucket and the lid separately. It used to be that you didn't need to do that, but apparently you do now. So what you're going to do is you're just going to roll out, flat out, glue it down from the center, spread it out evenly, and then just trim it around the edge here, and that's it. And one other tool that I used, if I can find it, is my nice little cutting tool. Moving on from the lid, before we get to gluing, drill bit. Make a hole. And then from there it's pretty easy. You line the bottom with some glue, and then press in and smooth it out the best that you can. One item that I used to help me smooth it out was just this Harbor Freight little putty knife. It's plastic. You can see I still got some glue on there that I haven't trimmed back off yet, but it should come off whenever I'm ready to, whenever I'm not lazy and get around to it. So everything as far as the aluminum foil side, I used spray foam, putty knife, and at the very end I used the X-Acto knife. From there you can see, probably if the camera's picking it up, you can see that I just used some Scotch tape and wound in these UV LEDs. Now be careful when it comes to the UV LEDs, right? So your resin will cure at the one that the resin that I use is 405 nanometers. So you can see the Scotch tape right in there. So LEDs their frequency is UV. It's a 405 nanometers. Actually, there's a range. I believe it's 395 to 405 nanometers. So that's something that you're going to want to look at. This is just I didn't skimp on the LEDs. These are, I believe they were $25 on Amazon for the roll. Oddly enough, it didn't come with any backing, so that's why you can see the tape there. And I thought that they did, so I'm still a little bit upset about that. What you'll then wind up doing is setting this turntable inside there, setting your print on top of it, turning your light on, putting the lid on, and there you go. It's takes just a few minutes to cure, and there you go, you have your print. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's simple. Take your time when you're applying the foil. When you're applying that, just take your time. It don't have to be pretty. You can see that I didn't. You can see down below that I did not get it all the way down there. This light is it bounces everywhere once a lid gets on it. So you're gonna hit it from all angles. The turntable. This is just a little, nice to have. If I were doing just a single strip vertical, then I would want a turntable, and I would want to be able to rotate my item 360 degrees to ensure that it's fully cured. But as you can see, we've wrapped it cylindrical, so instantaneously it's going to get 360 degree coverage. Also, the light bouncing from bottom to top, we're going to get a spherical coverage, meaning from the top and the bottom. That being said, I hope that this will at least give somebody some ideas. The bucket, get a 2-gallon bucket if you're doing small prints. Get a 5-gallon bucket if you're doing large prints. It's kind of up to you. You can probably just use a 1-gallon paint bucket, which would be fine. Provided that you cleaned it out and prepared it as you should. Yeah, so there you go. Little plug coming through the hole that we drilled. LEDs wrapped around on the inside, facing in, and one cover. Bob's your uncle.